We face more problems with our own community, checking or querying whether it's halal or not halal. The only way you can ensure it is halal is buy from Muslim-owned shops or Muslim-owned slaughterhouses.
We want to promote halal because halal doesn't just mean it's good for Muslims. We'd say halal means it's good for everybody to eat. It's clean, it's spiritually strong and powerful, and also it's hygienic.
Birmingham is a city in West Midlands in England. It is the city with the highest population of Muslims in the country. The area of this city is 268,000 square kilometers. Today, Birmingham is the main center for international trade. Most of the halal shops are operated on the Coventry Road, Birmingham. Janan is the biggest halal slaughtering company in the United Kingdom. The company started operating in 1992. The company has had nearly 2 decades of experience in the halal industry.
Roughly in this country, you find about 3 to 4% are Muslims in this country. In a population of about 60 million in this country, you're talking about 3.5 to 4 million people who are Muslims. But these Muslims are actually absorbing whole of the UK, 40% on the poultry and 27% of the red meat. We call ourselves red meat, which is a lamb and beef, but we only do lamb here. So these population are consuming so much, and that is why it's more important. You find more and more organizations are coming into halal. Halal is the fastest growing market.
To take care of the quality of the meat products that are produced, Janan's representative will visit the shops that sell their halal meat around Birmingham. There are around 30 halal meat markets in this city. The majority of the supply comes from Janan's company. In the United Kingdom, there are around 78,000 people who run the livestock farm commercially. One of the meat shops is the Bangla station situated at the Lozells Road, northwest of Birmingham City. The shop sells fresh meat that has passed the slaughtering process according to the Sharak law. The workers are Muslims and they are experts in cutting halal meat. In the aspect of quality, cleanliness and the safety of the meat is given priority. Fresh meat cannot be left too long without proper temperature control because it can easily get spoiled. The fresh meat are sold at reasonable prices. The consumers do not only prefer the quality, but also because of the great taste and the fact that it does not contain chemicals. The Janan's company provides the best service. They apply the consumer-friendlier approach in all the chain of products that they produce.
You trust the butchery. You won't have any horse meat inside here. That's the reason why I shop here. I eat fresh food. I eat halal. I buy here in Park.
In terms of the scientific research done, halal meat is fresher and lasts longer due to the low level of microorganism content. This phenomena happens in the process of taking out the blood during the halal slaughtering. As a result, the texture of the meat becomes fresh and soft after the biochemistry process. Consuming halal food increases the light of faith. As written in the Quran, Surah Al-Nahl, verse 114, where Allah said, "So eat of the sustenance which Allah has provided for you, lawful and good, and be grateful for the favors of Allah, if it is He whom ye serve." The population in Birmingham is increasing. It is the same for all the halal shops. They are sprouting everywhere now. There are 168 restaurants alone. It has now become a question as to how correctly is the halal method being used. Previously, there had been issues where certain parties who do not understand the halal concept clearly had manipulated and misused the halal label. Controversies arise when products that contain pork are labeled halal. It is against the Sharia law.
We actually speak out on behalf of the industry and also speak out for the consumers who demand the proper halal. Throughout the world, we have inquiries from all over the world, and we have been in dialogue with the local government and international governments, giving them information and awareness about halal, not just to the Muslim community, but also to the non-Muslims.
In this country, the halal certification is not like in Malaysia, where it is fully governed by the Department of Malaysia Islamic Development. The organizations that are involved in giving out halal certificates in this country is mostly headed by the Imam and also by voluntary Islamic association. The halal issue has been debated up to the national level. This is because it is important to take care of the Aqidah of the Muslim. Various parties cooperate, including the Christian community, to help in the struggle of halal. The concept of Islamic friendly is practiced on the discussion table. The political leaders and voluntary bodies play the role in solving the halal issues. The political leaders and voluntary bodies play the role in solving the halal issues. Having researched that the halal industry is capable of creating economic growth, it has breathed life into the approach towards halal.
So there's an issue around contamination of meat products with other meat products, including horse, including pork, and so on. But there's also an issue, I think, about what Muslims think they're buying when they see something labelled halal and what is actually in that product. So there's an issue around how that meat has been rendered halal and whether that is in accordance with standard and accepted Islamic teaching and practice. And there's also an issue about whether that meat has been stunned before it has been slaughtered. And these are both issues that I am currently talking to the Department for Environment, Food and Rural Affairs, as well as the Food Standards Agency about.
To avoid the exploitation of the halal symbol by other parties, a more effective monitoring method is undertaken.
Because I'm living not far from here and I like this shop, that's why I'm coming. Okay, thank you.
Thus, a standard halal guideline is created to safeguard the credibility of the halal products in the market.
I'm not too much know about halal food, but it's like me, I like halal food and that's why I'm coming. It's simple.
The halal industry has become a competition to other food industries. The halal-related industries will not only remain in the local market, as it can penetrate the international market too. It has become a need to fulfill the Muslim consumers' demands, which is estimated to be around 2 billion people around the world. At the same time, the Muslim producers have fulfilled the claims of Fard Kifaya to the Muslims, especially in halal food preparation. To attract the interest of the halal industry from foreign countries into Britain, it needs cooperation from various parties. A steady spectrum of the local market with a complete infrastructure will be able to attract investors.
Halal is a very big growing market in the UK because, you know, as I said, if there's 3 million or 3.3 million Muslims, they all want to consume halal meat, they want to consume halal food stuff. And this is a market for countries like Malaysia, countries like Middle East, countries like Asia, which are actually producing halal products, for them actually to come in, because they have a market ready to consume this product. So the market is open actually.
The variety of halal products in the market has enabled the Muslim community to choose.
Shops in Muslim community.
The halal products that fulfills the taste, quality and good for health have become the main choice of the consumers. The products that get the halal certification is certified to be clean and free from banned chemicals.
We've always had a very, very good relationship with Muslim customers. We've got quite a few Muslim customers. It's always been a very good relationship. They drive a hard bargain, but they're very honest and they stick to their word, etc.
You can check this here.
The halal products that enters this country mostly comes from Islamic countries like Malaysia. It is easier to market in Britain because it is already being monitored by a halal certification body that is recognized by the world.
Actually, they can sell them on a no warranty.
Well, ask Adam, this is going to China on Monday.
But again, they're
The Chamber of Commerce Group is an international company which provides various services to the small companies to develop their business.
New executive members.
The Chamber also helps the merchants to obtain financial help and guidance.
Wanted to contribute on Asian business issues.
I turned up for those things. There's a lot of business to be done. So if you're interested in doing business around the halal industry, then Birmingham's got to be the first city you stop off at if you're coming to the UK. Come to Birmingham first. We know how to do it.
Today, the halal food industry resides in the heart of the Western community as an intrinsic need. Islam has said it long ago. A healthy community with a sharp thinking capacity comes from halal food intake.